Hello and welcome back to Awakening to Your Story TV, the place to learn, get inspired, and be supported on the journey of life. I'm your host, author, emotional heart expert, and heart enthusiast, Alicia Hartzell. Let's jump right into today's question. Dear Alicia, I feel like I'm coming to the awakened party late. I have always done my best to be a good person. Some phases of my life I did a better job of that than others, but I tried. I have recently been reading more and making more of an effort to be awakened, and that's how I found your website. I was wondering if you could give me some practical examples of how I could be more awake and conscious on a daily basis. I would really appreciate some direction. First, welcome to the Awakening to Your Story community. I love being here to support you, to teach you, and to inspire you. And I also love your question too. A couple things before we jump into the practical tips. First, remember that being awake, it's a path, not a destination. It's a way of life and not an end goal. I have seen some people who claim to be awake and conscious, but are super reactive and plugged right into the fear. It's almost like they found consciousness, claimed it like a scout's badge of honor, and then checked it off a list, and then went on with their life moving forward bound by limiting beliefs and fear. Being asleep means not having a language or relationship with your divinity and your humanity. Limiting beliefs shut your eyes to the wonder that surrounds you. It feels as if life is happening to you like you're a pawn in someone else's game. But we all do better as we know better, and so we all keep showing up. Now for me, awake and conscious is a path back to my essential truth. It's a path where I get to use my everyday life to uncover and heal all the limiting beliefs that were handed down to me. It's about knowing that my divinity has been woven into my humanity and really understanding the miracle that is my existence. I can bring my essence of love, my creation of life, and my expression of truth to the table of humanity in a way that no one else can. Now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I do want you to keep falling in love with your life. I want you to create and build your own language for how your divinity and your humanity are woven together. Just know that there is no wrong or right way to be awake and conscious. Okay, now for the practical daily tips. I want to give you one to start off your day and one to end your day. And then I want to give you a couple to do in between. The first one is to set an intention for your day. You have 1,440 minutes in your day. Now, that's a lot of minutes. When you set an intention for your day, all those minutes flow through and get washed by that intention. It can be so simple, and it can even change on a daily basis if you want it to. But that intention gives you a moment to start your day and plug into your awakeness and get centered and grounded. You can even do it before your feet hit the floor. Maybe it's in the shower or while you're making your favorite morning beverage, right? Just try to do it early in your day if you can, because then all those minutes get washed by it, right? I personally like to do mine in the shower. For me, the water symbolically breaks the cycle from the day before and it starts the new day fresh. Mine goes something like this. Use me today for the higher good of others and of myself. Make me an instrument of divine peace and divine love. Then I say a version of the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, where there is pain, let me sow love and healing. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith, and confusion, understanding, and so on and so on. That part changes every day according to what I know I have ahead of me and what I know came from the day before. Again, there is no wrong or right way of doing this. Just show up. Now, the second and the third tips are really about mindset and staying awake. The second is the love or fear exercise. This is where you get curious about where you are plugged into fear versus plugged into love. just start by training your mind to notice where your energy is moving or plugged into, right? Fear or love? When it's plugged into and moving from a place of love, you can feel it, right? When you're moving from a place of fear, you can also feel that. This exercise can go deeper as time goes on, but right now, just start noticing, right? Wipe the sleep from your eyes. The third is the interacting versus reacting exercise. Simply try to begin to see where you feel a place of reaction from the world around you. We either interact with the information in our lives or we react to it. You'll be able to feel it in your body, that difference. There will be a place of centeredness. It's similar to that place where you set your intention, right? There will also be a place of negative feelings flooding over you, and that means you're reacting to something. Now, the Awakening to Your Story handbook and the starter kit and the masterclass, they all walk you through lots of different ways of utilizing this information and taking you deeper into these kinds of exercises and practices. But you can simply just start by noticing love or fear, interaction or reaction, right? Now for the fourth one, and this is the one that I love doing at the end of the day, but you can do it anytime. Create a gratitude practice, right? This helps you see and celebrate where you've been aligned with love. It's really hard to be truly grateful for something and plugged into fear at the same time. Now, all you need to do is find things throughout your day that you were able to be grateful for, or moments where maybe you felt that sense of gratitude rush over you. You are training your mind to focus on things aligned with love, and this helps. It also helps to write it out so that you can actually go back and see it in black and white. So maybe journal about it, or write it on a piece of paper and collect them so that over time you can go back and look at it. Maybe you don't have time for that. Maybe you just write it on your phone. It can be anything. Whatever you do, keep searching and seeking and being curious on a daily basis. Keep showing up for your story and your heart. And know that until next time, I am holding a place of love for you, where your consciousness and your path to your truth, it's undeniable. For more support, information, and inspiration, join me at awakeningtoyourstory.com.